Welcome back to the Midlife Ride. You know what? I'm going to bump this light down just a little bit.
Yeah, it's like really bright in my glasses, it looks like.
Let's try that.
How come I can't see it on the computer, honey?
You will be able to. Hey everybody, how you doing?
I can't see anything.
You found it before?
Yeah, last time, but it's not showing up for me.
How is everyone doing? Long time no see. It's been a while since we did a live. All right. Good afternoon, Dylan Pritchard. And you know what?
Dylan!
Special, huge shout out to you for being our first ever official Midlife Rider.
Sorry.
Could that be any louder?
Sorry. Say that again.
Hey,
Dylan.
hey, Mike. How are things in Louisville? I imagine they are about the same as they are here in Lexington. Totally different weekend from last weekend when we were covered in about, I don't know, 5 to 7 inches of ice and snow. Thanks so much, Dylan.
We hope so.
Yeah. And just in case the music from the laptop drowned out what I was saying, a special shout out to Dylan Pritchard for being our first ever official Midlife Rider. I can't tell you how that really made our day at the end of our week, because it's been a week. Hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan.
How you doing? You know what? We're going to see you pretty soon here, buddy.
Yeah, we are.
And we can't wait. So, welcome everyone to this live stream edition of the Midlife Ride. We are here to talk about our upcoming trip to Las Vegas, which we will be leaving, I would say bright and early, but there won't be anything bright about the time we're leaving on Thursday morning. It'll still be dark then. So we leave Cincinnati really early on Thursday morning to catch our flight to Vegas for 7 days.
Yep. Hey, I just wanted to say, did you say hi to Al?
Oh, no.
Al, if you're in here, I know you left a comment before it even started, and I didn't know, I couldn't even find the video, so I couldn't respond to you. But I have all my money ready. Check. Got it.
Yep, we are good to go there. But yeah, we get in around 8 a.m. Vegas time on Thursday morning, and it's going to be a pretty busy first day for us. We have to go down to the Armory so I can get my gold Vegas Golden Knights jersey repaired. And then we're going to Ellis Island, I think, and then we're going to be meeting up with some other YouTubers that we have not met before, most notably Gambling Granny and
Pennies for Vegas and Seeking Vegas Sunrise. So we'll be seeing all of them on the first day, I think 3 o'clock Vegas time. So I don't know exactly. I imagine Gambling Granny's going to be live. I don't know that we will be, but because I don't want to compete with another live at the same time. That doesn't sound fun. So I think we'll just let her do it.
we'll be there cheering them on.
Oh, can I do my name game with Mike? Come on.
I don't know what that is.
Let me do it. Okay, Mike, I have a name game for you because Chris and I have disagreed about how to pronounce your last name. So okay. I'm going to say it. I'm going to give you 4 options and you just have to type the number of the option that is correct. Ready? Okay. Number 1, Urbanic. Number 2, Urbanic. Number 3, Urbonic. And number 4, none of the above. I'm an idiot.
It's number 2, right? Hey,
I don't even remember. I don't even remember which order I said them in.
Thanks, Alan. Thank you for loving the merch. And thank you for reminding everyone
Two.
I told you it was number 2.
Which one was that?
Urbanic. Yeah. I
Really?
told you.
Urbanic?
Yes.
What was the first one?
Stop.
Urbanic. Urbanic? No.
Let it go.
Urbanic.
Let it go, honey. Let it go.
Urbanic. Okay. I got it.
So, did you talk about where we're staying in Vegas?
I didn't.
Okay, why don't you get to that?
Okay, so we are staying at 3 different properties. The Jockey Club for the whole week, Cosmopolitan, of course, for a few days, and we're going to try out New York, because we've never stayed there. We really don't stay at a whole lot of hotels on the Strip, regular hotels. So we thought we would throw one in on every trip if we could, and that's what we'll do. So.
Yeah, and we've stayed at the Jockey Club before, and for those of you who don't know where that is, it is literally in the shadow of the Cosmopolitan. Like, the Cosmopolitan was built around this place. So if you're on one side of the Jockey Club, you have a view of the Bellagio fountains. If you're on the other side, you have a view of a very nice wall of the Cosmopolitan. So we'll be there. So we're staying there. Well, we have that room all week. Then our usual place at the Cosmo. Oh, what I meant to say, where I was going with that, is that we will have a room tour coming your way of the Jockey Club, in case you're curious what that looks like. It is kind of an older timeshare property, but it gives you a kitchen to use, like a
We don't care
one-bedroom.
about any of that at this point, and especially I think the only reason we like staying there is because it's so convenient when we're staying at the Cosmo, because we don't have to move all of our stuff. We're just right there, and I plan to go down every morning and make our coffee and then bring it back up to the Cosmo room and have it on the balcony, which is going to be nice because we usually aren't able to do that.
Yeah, Mike, we really enjoyed New York for the food. We haven't had very much luck there gambling for a while, but we've always been really interested in the property because, it's really close to T-Mobile. So once Vegas Golden Knights games do open back up again, I think that would be an interesting property to stay at, just because it is so close to T-Mobile. And we just want to check out. I don't think we have a room that's anything really special. We just wanted to check it out and see what it's like. So.
And it's been really, we started out our video poker playing there because they used to have the 9-6 machines at New York, which is why we spent so much time there. But now we don't win anything, and it's always freezing. It's so cold in New York. We can barely stand staying in there for any length of time.
In the summertime, it was really cold this past August in New York, along with Flamingo, to the point of being hypothermic cold. It was really uncomfortable.
Hey, gambling granny. We told everybody we're seeing you on Thursday already, so we told them to be ready because you might do a live. Is that your plan, to do a live at 3 o'clock on Thursday, or maybe after that?
December 2019. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's really convenient for anything that's going on at T-Mobile. Say New York and Park MGM. Do you want to talk about some of the restaurants we're hoping to hit?
Well, I don't know. I'm changing my mind even as we sit here. I've been making a list. This is what I do. I have a bunch of notes on my iPhone of restaurants, watching other people's videos and just getting reviews from emails and stuff like that. Honestly, the Crack Shack, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Was
Crack
on our
Shack.
list, but now everybody's there have been so many videos of that lately. Actually, we haven't watched it yet, Alan, but we're getting to it. We're getting to your video. We're going to have to catch up all this weekend. But a lot of YouTubers have done that place recently, and I just don't know that we want to pump out another one of the same. So, but we do have quite a few that have been on our list for a while.
Wait a second. So, Peter Sanders, you asked, do we prefer Vegas at night or during the day?
all the
That's-
time.
That's a really good question.
I always like it. There are different there are things I like different, like, when we go on our walks in the early morning, maybe it's not even light out yet, so it's kind of like dark, but the lights aren't up. But it's so quiet on the strip, just it feels like we have the whole city to ourselves, and that's like a really special time for me, I think, just walking with Chris and like no one's around. And the daytime, and you're walking across the street and you get a little glimpse of the mountains, and that's really special. Obviously you can't see them at night. And then nighttime, you see all the lights. I mean, especially just if you're out on your balcony or you're just anywhere where you can see the transition from daytime to nighttime and all the lights coming up. That's amazing. There are so many different things we love about Vegas. I couldn't pick a time. I just want to be there all the time.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I prefer walking around during the day as opposed to walking around at night. I'm getting to the age where young people kind of get on my nerves a little bit. So, if I'm being completely honest,
Sorry if there's any young people in here.
I'm not sorry at all. I was your age at one point, so just whatever. You'll be fine once you get to be my age. But yeah, just walking around and sightseeing, I prefer during the day. But it's really hard to beat Vegas at night when you're up there. You're out there on your balcony in a room at the Cosmo. That's pretty hard to beat too. So, yeah, Vegas anytime is good. Have we ever stayed? See, Mike asks, have we ever stayed at any Flamingo Suites? We have never stayed at the Flamingo. The closest we've gotten to staying there is at the Hilton Grand Vacations at the Flamingo, which actually sits like behind the Flamingo itself. It's like a timeshare property, but no, outside of that, we've never stayed at the Flamingo.
I don't see really good. I mean, maybe we just don't play enough that's Caesars, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think. We play most of our stuff at Caesars, but I never see any kind of comp deals like M Life. So I don't know that we ever would unless, I don't know.
Yeah, Mike, you are absolutely right. It is bizarre to see people pushing their kids around in strollers at 2 a.m. on the strip. It is,
Yeah. Poor
there's
kids.
only one place in the world that really happens, and that's it. Should we do a...
Mike's he works third shift. Phew, God. I've been there. I
Yeah.
have been there, and I do not miss it, Mike. I have worked like every shift in the book, and I'm so glad I'm on a regular schedule right now.
Yeah,
Marianne, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
yeah, thanks for being here, Marianne. Yeah, when Catherine and I first met, she worked for the Lexington Herald Leader, which is the newspaper here, which means her hours were basically, what?
Like 1 a.m.
yeah.
to 10 a.m. or whenever we got done. It was
So
miserable.
that third shift life was very real there for a couple of years. Should we do our unboxing?
Yeah, let's do our unboxing. You guys want to see some stuff that we bought recently? We're so excited. It hasn't all come in, but we have a few things.
We have enough to be able to show you.
Yeah.
So we ordered some things from...
Don't say. Let them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Fine.
going to be a surprise. We don't even know what's in the envelope. Well, I think I know what's in the envelope, but as far as the bags, we haven't opened anything yet, so we're not exactly sure what... I got a sticker. Las Vegas and beyond.
So if you all are not subscribed to this channel, be sure to go do that. And seriously, some of the best Las Vegas content anywhere.
So my plan, I don't know if Chris is gonna let me do it, but I want to get like a regular frame and just like put different stickers in it from our favorite channels. So this is the first one, of course. Had to have that one. There was no getting around it. All right. see what's in here. I'm so afraid, like, with the scissors that I'm gonna cut
Rip it
into.
open.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rip it. Sorry about the noise. I'm sure that's annoying. You just throw it on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, look! All right, I
And
got
another favorite
the
of
other
ours.
me. That's my shirt.
So if you're not familiar with
Little
the other
gray
me
t-shirt.
and Mark from the other me, you should go subscribe to him too.
Yep. Yay!
So yeah, we are going to be all geared out in Vegas between Vegas Golden Knights gear, the Midlife Ride gear, Las Vegas and Beyond gear, and the other me gear. I think we'll be able to pack pretty light, I think.
Well, we don't have a washer and dryer in our room this time, so we're not gonna pack. I'm not gonna pack light. I'm gonna need, plus you gotta do layers. Oh, this must be your shirt. Yay! That's for Chris.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's
Nice.
gigantic. What are you thinking? That would not fit me. All right, one more.
Yeah, these are really nice shirts.
I opened the bag wrong. Oh my goodness, this is mine. All right.
Oh yeah.
I'll throw it.
There
too.
you go. Thank you.
My blue one. Sorry, honey, I knocked you in the head. Alan, I love the bright colors that were available. I had a hard time choosing between the blue and what was that? I was thinking about the red because I really liked the way the red looked with the logo. But I do like me some bright royal blue.
So yeah, Marianne, you just reminded me. now that we've opened everything up that we have so far, one of the things we have planned, and of course this is all kind of weather permitting under certain circumstances, we are planning to do a live stream every single morning we're there, except for the first day, obviously. Although we may still go live then. But we are going to do a live strip walk or walk to wherever we're going every single morning we're there. Now we're going to try to schedule those in advance. But if we don't, just be on the lookout because there's always a chance we could go live at really any time now that we're more comfortable with what we're doing there and comfortable with the strength of our connection as far as the internet goes. So we could really go live at any time, and our intention is to go live at least once every single day. So be on the lookout for those. Anything else?
I thought we were going to do a live the first day, walking
Well,
to the armory. Maybe. I mean,
Yeah, it all
look out for 'em.
depends. We'll probably go live at some point the first day. Oh, hey, Slot Gypsies Travel.
hey guys.
Thank you for being here. We will probably go live at some point on that first day. We just don't know when yet. Because it all depends on when we get our room or when we can get into our room. We have to go down to the armory. We want to walk over to Ellis Island and eat and play a little bit. So the first day, chances are we won't be able to schedule that one. It's just going to be, boom, we get it, we go live. So be sure you have your notifications turned on and set to all so that you catch all of those.
Is Al in here?
He was at the very beginning.
I know he left a comment, but Al, are you here? If you're here, show
Let's go
yourself.
back down.
I was just going to say, I guess he got his notifications sorted out because he wasn't getting our notifications, but he must have gotten this one.
Yeah, Mike.
7 days.
Yeah, Mike. We really enjoyed that walk too. That was a really fun walk. That seemed like a really, I don't know that intimate is the right word, but there was just a small group of people in the chat. Everybody was really active and talking a lot, and that was just a really fun morning. So I think when we do go down to Fremont again, we'll do another one. let's see. I saw another question.
I answered. Steven asked how long we were going to be
Oh,
there.
Steve,
I
yeah,
said 7 days.
a
Or,
week.
yeah, 8 days, 7 nights. Yep. We like the walks. I don't know. I mean, I know they're not usually as exciting as other people's walks because we're not going to probably do that in like huge crowds. That's just not our thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we might try some nighttime ones, and I'm going to learn how to do some stuff myself. So, who knows? I could just go rogue and start live in without Chris. I just don't know if I can figure it out.
Yeah, Peter, uh-oh, looks like we're spinning. Oh, we're back, I think. Yeah, Peter, we actually live in Lexington, Kentucky, so we're a plane ride away from Vegas. Although we usually fly out of Cincinnati because we can get a direct flight out of there. So it's about a 4-hour flight there and back.
Yeah, an hour to the airport, and then a little less than 4 hours flight. So it's not bad. I think we should go more often. I haven't gotten Chris to agree to that yet, though.
Some of us have a job and have to work.
I have a job. I just don't care so much about working.
Better hope none of your coworkers are on here.
No one's. Come on. My mom is the only person we know who actually watches these things. So, what else do we have? Oh, so we were talking earlier about the restaurants that we might go to. Oh, hey, Steven, yeah. If you think you need one, I mean, definitely see a therapist before you get married if you feel like there are any issues. And you know, Chris and I did some kind of what was it? Like the he wasn't a priest, right? Because he wasn't Catholic.
Well, the pastor, yeah, when Catherine and I got married, the pastor at the church we got married at, like required us to meet with him. And it was kind of for the same purposes of meeting with the counselor.
To make sure you're on the same page. Like he asked us, you know, what are your theories on parenting and finances, and have you discussed this and have you discussed that? So, you know, it brings things up that you might not have thought of, but I'm sure there are books and things online that you can do if you don't want to go to someone professionally. I would definitely recommend getting those things out of the way before, because I know, I mean, in my experience, there were things I didn't even think to ask Chris before we got married. We got married so quickly. I mean, you know, he proposed 3 months after we met, and we were married less than a year after we met. So there was a lot of stuff we did not cover, and we probably should have. Thank God we got through it all. But yeah, the more communication you can have with your future spouse, the better.
Yeah, I would say, and from a guy's perspective, I would say if you're engaged, you are making plans to get married, I think it's a good idea to speak with probably a counselor, but definitely someone who knows what they're talking about, who knows the tools necessary, the questions to ask, but most importantly, you're talking together with someone who is not a friend and not a family member. I think that's hugely important.
Definitely.
And yeah, if anybody has any questions about that video, if you watched our marriage counseling video, feel free to ask. We're happy to answer questions about that.
Congratulations, Marianne. That's a long time. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, Slot Gypsies Travel, we're looking forward to our Canadian friends being able to make it back to the States. I know there are a lot of Vegas lovers up there in the north who can't wait to get back.
So when weren't you just there? I just watched a video and you were leaving. Was that from a long time ago, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, and to answer the question, we have a room all week long at the Jockey Club. And then, of course, we'll be staying at the Cosmo for a few days. But then we also have a room at New York, that we're going to check out for the first time because neither one of us have ever stayed there.
There are a lot of hotels we have never stayed at, so hopefully eventually we'll hit them all just to at least do a room tour. I don't know that we'll actually stay, but
We're going to check it out,
we're
though,
going to
for
check
sure.
it out. It's nice. It's nice having a room for the week, so you can do that. You know, if you want to just check out another room and you don't feel like staying there because it's not really convenient for you, you can still go and look at it and just make your decision then.
Yeah, Steven, we don't know yet. Like usually when we check in at the Cosmo, we can request a certain tower over the other, but I don't think that's not set in stone yet, is it?
What?
Which tower we have at the Cosmo?
We will definitely stay in the Boulevard Tower if that option is available. Like,
But usually, yeah, when you check in at the Cosmo, they'll assign it to you then, but I would always ask if you prefer one tower over the other.
yeah. And if you haven't seen it already, like we did a comparison video on the different towers and what we like in three different levels of rooms. All the same, one bedroom, fountain view, but at three different levels, two different towers. So you might want to check that out because there's a lot of good information in there.
Oh,
Did you see
James
James
Clinton
Clinton
Smith.
Smith?
7 nights.
Nice. March 7th. We're going to be there.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. Maybe
Slot
we'll see
Gypsies
you.
Travel, thank you so much for the $3.99 super chat.
Thank you, guys. That's so sweet.
Very kind of you. Thank you very much. We certainly appreciate that.
Oh, they were there in November. So I was watching. Oh, it's not that old, but I was watching them. One in New Jersey, you know, that's where
Her
I'm
home
from.
state.
Yeah. And one in Vegas. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I can't believe that one person's in Vegas. You must be so jealous that they get to live there.
We keep talking about moving there, and if and when we ever retire, that's where we're going to end up.
It might be a lot sooner than that, though, because every time I have a bad day at work, I say, forget my pension. Let's just, we can totally just do this. I mean,
Yeah, for us at this point, and I'm sure you all know what this feeling is like, but it's retire / just up and quit.
yes.
So-
Can
so
we
it's like
stick it out long enough to retire or we're just going to quit?
or just get fired. It's a very fine line at this point.
Yeah, it's been a fine line for a really long time. I'm surprised I'm still there, honestly.
So what else?
Well, I've been trying to get to the food, but I keep getting distracted. It's okay. You guys distract me whenever you
Yeah,
want.
Slot Gypsies Travel. We understand what you're saying. It would definitely take a lifestyle change for us to actually live in Vegas. We're only accustomed to being there on vacation, so the way we live there is definitely different than the way we live at home. So
We would last maybe 6 months before we were both like in the hospital or something.
well,
I'm sure.
definitely me. Yeah.
Yeah, that would never fly.
Can you scroll down?
I'm sorry, honey.
that?
I just wanted to make sure that we weren't missing anybody.
There you go.
Mike likes switching hotels mid-stay. I hate switching hotels. I would never want to do that ever. It's miserable having to like move all your luggage. And so that's what makes these timeshares, or even just getting a room for a whole week and then just supplementing in the middle, without actually getting rid of your week-long room, because you don't have to move all your luggage.
Yeah, Alan. I have a feeling that when we end up there, it's like Catherine and Teresa are going to be like out on their own, and it's just going to be me and you running around Vegas creating content pretty much.
That sounds like heaven, doesn't it, Alan? I mean, Teresa would have a gambling partner and you would have a video partner all the time. Like, I think that would be nice.
Thanks for stopping by, Slot Gypsies Travel, and thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Hopefully we'll see you during the trip on the other live stream. So,
Yeah. Yep. Check us out.
Mike, let me put it this way. If I'm traveling alone for work, I generally don't unpack. I usually live out of my suitcase. When we're traveling together, we usually take the clothes out.
We didn't last time though. One of the
Yeah.
last trips, we kind of lived out of our suitcase, and I'm the type of person, like, as soon as I get to the hotel, I have to put all my stuff in the drawers and hang up all my clothes and put all the stuff away in the kitchen. I just like to do that. I don't know why. And especially like the bathroom, especially if they have nice drawers, I like to put all my toiletries away and everything in the shower. But we lived out of our suitcase for the first time, and I never did that. And I really liked it. I liked not having to worry about getting everything back into the suitcase. It was all there, everything that I didn't use. And it made it really easy. We just had to like put our laundry in our laundry bag. Mary Ann, thank you so much.
Marianne,
Oh my goodness. Come on now.
that's so incredibly generous, and
You guys are the best.
yeah, you all are awesome.
And Marianne, if you didn't hear before, I'm gonna try and do some of my own things. I'm gonna try and learn how to video, whatever it's called.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil too much, but we have Catherine's going to have her very own camera this trip. She's been wanting to shoot some of her own footage while we're there, because I'm usually busy with
What you want to do?
with our. You're horrible. With the one camera we do have, like, we can't really share it. So she's going to have her own camera to shoot her own footage this time, which of course will be part of our videos. But we have a video coming out about that. Probably not till after we get back though, because we want to see what the quality of the videos are like too. So yeah, that'll be coming its way too, along with all of our Las Vegas videos.
And I have, like, I used, what was it? Premiere Pro? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I made a couple of videos of our granddaughter on my own. I think they were awesome. So I kind of know the program a little bit, and I think I'll be able to put some videos together. The thing that, like, all of that other complicated nonsense, like finding music, I'm not really into music that much, and I don't like to, I don't know, spend a lot of time doing things like that. So I think if I can get, a video the way I want it, Chris can like put the intro in and put some music on it and do whatever the corrections are or whatever. And that would help, get out more content, I think, and things that I want you all to be seeing instead of just all your stuff. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
So what else? Anybody else have any questions? If not,
I still haven't gotten to the food, babe.
Well, go for it. Get to it.
Okay, so front yard. We have not been there. It's at Ellis Island. We've been to the Ellis Island barbecue. We've been to the tavern and
Village
pub
and
and tub. Pub and tub. Village Pub and Tavern, I think is what it's called. We've been there, but I also want to go back there to get their steak because they have prime rib, they have steak. It's all really inexpensive, and I'm super looking forward to that meal. So we might actually wind up at Ellis Island twice. Plus, it's all inexpensive, which is right up my alley.
Well, not only that, but we've been to, like Catherine said, we've been to two of the places at Ellis Island now, and the food has been excellent. So we're really looking forward to going back and eating at the front yard because we expect that to be really good too. Seriously, next time you all are in Vegas, you have got to go over to Ellis Island and check out their food because it's really a hidden gem. Not on the strip, but very near the strip. You have got to check that place out.
Marianne, we've never been to Ocean One. We walk by it all the time. And we recently watched a video about like all the stuff they have for like $5. And I am telling you, like they had this veggie wrap or something that looked amazing. Exactly like something I would order. I'm really interested to go there. I don't know that we will, but thank you for mentioning that. I'm going to put it on my list so I don't forget if we're in that area.
Yeah, Mike, we've been to Hattie B's a couple times. It just hasn't made its way onto a video yet. And we've liked it both times we've been there. Like we've always gotten the sandwich with the mild always the mild seasoning.
Which is spicy.
And it's always been delicious. Now it's a little bit pricey being at the Cosmopolitan, but it's a really good meal.
We've
Really
shared
good
the
meal.
meals each time, and they've been plenty big for us to share. So, it hasn't been expensive because we've only gotten one meal, really. But I thought we already did a video about that. I know. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure we
Mike,
did.
you need to go back over to Ellis Island because they've redone the outside of it too. So it does not look the way it used to look at all. It's pretty much a totally different place with the front yard there now. But yeah, Alan, I think there are 4 games going on while we're there, so a pretty good chance we're going to be at some kind of restaurant while a game is going on.
I'm really nervous though about like the crowds. I don't know that I want to go out during a game if it's gonna make it more crowded somewhere. They're still at what are they, 35% capacity? Hey, Natural Fit Nurse.
Thanks for being here. Good to see you.
Yes. So glad you could make it. I really appreciated, I just want to say, Natural Fit Nurse, your comment on our marriage video. I read it before I went to bed that night. I know it took me a while to respond to you, but I was so, I mean, I'm tearing up. Like I can't, it really helped me sleep. Your comment helped me sleep. That's the last thing I read before I went to bed, and it was really it really made the video worthwhile. I mean, all the comments were great, but yours was the one I saw before I went to bed, so it hit me really hard. Just wanted to tell you that.
Yeah, Alan, we have not been in the parking structure over there. So your comment has me wanting to go check it out now, just out of morbid curiosity.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a parking structure. I just kind of like have tunnel vision when we walk into that place
Well,
because
it'd be behind it.
oh, it's behind it. That's why I never saw it.
That's right, Mike. Hit the like button. We would certainly appreciate it.
Hey, M&D. How the heck are you guys today? Oh, nice. Bahama Mamas. I could totally
Very
go for
nice.
one. We have been so good. On a completely separate note, we've been pretty much starving ourselves. No, I'm just kidding. We've been eating really healthy. I haven't had ice cream in like, oh my God, a month, 2 months. I mean, it's been a long time, and I eat ice cream every night. Chris has been eating well. He's lost 13 pounds.
17.
17 pounds. He's lost 17 pounds. And until
For health reasons, it's not like
vanity.
vanity, yeah. So
Yeah. And before I just ate probably a box of pasta before this video started, I was down 8 pounds, I think, since I was in Vegas last. So we'll see.
So we're losing more than we have to prepare for next week. So that because we will
Yeah.
absolutely be overdoing it while we're in Vegas.
Yes, I will gain probably between 5 and 10 pounds on any Vegas trip. Even with all the walking, I don't know. It's just I was thinking about drinking less on this trip. Maybe not so many White Russians because they're really bad, especially on top of the. He did, Alan. I promise you, he's not yet skin and bones. But how are you doing? Should I ask that?
Yeah,
Should I put you
Alan-
on the spot? Because I know you were trying.
I mean, Alan, you know how it gets when you get up to this age. Like the frame can handle the weight, but the heart cannot. So it was best for me to drop some pounds and get back in better shape. And the good news is that all the efforts have helped. So I am back to back to what normal should be, which is really nice because I haven't been there for a really long time.
Mike, what's your favorite flavor? Please let it be something I like. So when are you, M&D, when are you going? You're heading for a week. Oh, heading there in April. Okay, so we're gonna miss you. Bummer.
M&D, I am right there with you with the liver damage.
Good job, Alan. We're proud of you.
Yeah, we're going to have to exchange notes, Alan.
Yeah, you guys can do like a Biggest Loser kind of account, keeping each other accountable. We can compete. Yes, compete.
So, Mike, you've been on the treadmill this entire time. That is impressive, my friend.
We used to do that. We used to watch The Biggest Loser um, while we were. Remember, we had the treadmill. Was that just me?
She did.
Oh, I thought we
didn't do
were.
that.
Thought you were doing it with me. Okay, so we had a treadmill, a stair stepper, and an elliptical in one room with a TV. And I used to watch The Biggest Loser and just rotate from machine to machine because I felt like at least if they're doing it, I should be able to do it, right? Yeah.
Coffee, ice cream, and butter pecan.
Coffee ice cream, you got me there. Graters, mocha chip. Oh man.
Speaking of
Yeah. There you go, Marianne.
Speaking of a word game, there's a word for you. Is it pecan or pecan?
I say pecan. I sometimes say pecan because your family used to make fun of me when I'd say that. Pecans. I don't know. Pecan sounds so uppity and snooty, right? I'll have some pecans.
Hey, Mike, that'd be great. If you can join us every single time, we'll be there for you.
Well, you're just in Louisville. Come work out with me because I would love to have a workout buddy. No one ever wants to do anything with me.
Mike says pecan.
Pecan.
So there's one vote for pecan.
Yes, I like pecan.
Let's see, what else? Anything else about Vegas?
Let's see. Okay, so downtown, we don't spend a whole lot of time down there, and there's always a million restaurants that we want to try. But the VCC, that includes Alan from Las Vegas and Beyond, they have done a lot of videos down there, and in particular, a lot on Good Pie, which, I mean, that pizza looks amazing. I am just dying to eat that. Also downtown, Project Barbecue is right on Fremont.
Right on Fremont.
Yeah, we have not been there, and we're always looking for a new barbecue place. Letty's de Letitia's Cocina? I don't know. I've been doing Spanish consecutively for 423 days, and I still can't say anything. I still can't say anything right. But that's a little Mexican restaurant that, let's see, Ted did one, and
No, Joe.
Mark did one. Joe was with Ted.
But it was Joe's video. Joe from Straight Out of Vegas, if you don't know who we're talking about, Straight Out of Vegas, and go subscribe to him if you aren't. But he did a video from that restaurant, and the food looked amazing. Ted from Sleepless in Las Vegas happened to be there too.
I think he did a little daily on it, though. I watched them all. I'm pretty sure he did one. But anyway, it looked awesome. They have a happy hour. They have all of the typical dishes that we really like. The only thing is, I'm wondering, can you get breakfast during happy hour? So I'm going to find that out, and maybe we'll make it down there. Espanol. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you
Peter.
live in Spain? I am English, but I live in Spain. Do you speak Spanish? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Peter. I think we lost. I think we lost count on the number of times we've been to Vegas. But we've been there. We've been going together since. Do you remember when?
Nope.
Anyway, it's been a lot of times to the point where we can't count anymore. I mean, we've been there. This will be our
12th?
No, this will be our fourth time together since August alone. My fifth time since August. So if that tells you anything, we've been there a lot. What was the other part of this question? Any memorable stay?
Every stay is memorable.
I'd say I know one for me was the first time we ever went together because she hated it so much.
I really
The
did.
very first night we got there, she was miserable. And it was not her thing at all. And of course, total turnaround now, but that was really memorable for me. And probably the first time we ever stayed at the Cosmo, I think was really memorable. Our most memorable win was probably our biggest one, which was over $500.
In 12 years, that sounds pretty pathetic, doesn't it? But that was like it was our biggest win. We never win anything big.
It was pretty
So that was
thrilling, yeah.
exciting. Yes, that was super exciting.
The most famous person we've seen,
Alan,
Alan from Las
hands
Vegas and
down.
beyond.
That was our celebrity sighting for sure.
Either that or I've been about that close to all of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay.
Granted, there's a piece of glass in between us, but yeah.
Nice, natural fit nurse.
Yeah, I guess we've probably been going together since the early 2000s. Although we didn't start going on a regular basis till a few years after that.
Yeah, that's true. We're funny. Yeah, we know. Steven, what was it like out there? Got to meet Turn It Up World and Bob Dingo's mom. I don't know who that is.
You know, I'm really curious about Bally's that now that you brought it up. I keep reading conflicting reports of what it's like to stay there. I'd be really curious to know what you thought about it, Stephen. Like, is it like a hidden value on the strip, or is it not worth it? Because it seems to be very split on what people think about staying there. They either say it's great, or you need to find somewhere else to stay.
I
You
like
loved
playing
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen, which tower did you stay in while you were there? Stayed at the Mirage.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Your room overlooked the volcano. That I bet that was amazing, Marianne.
Now, Stephen, we haven't given up on the buffets. It's just there are no buffets to go to. I think maybe and Alan, you might be able to correct me if I'm wrong. I think the buffet at South Point is still open. I know Wicked Spoon at the Cosmo was open for a while, but I don't think it's and we went to it when it was reopened. Totally different experience. Like they serve the food to you, and it's kind of weird. But that shut down, I think, in December, and I don't know if or when it's going to reopen. Wynn reopened their buffet for a while, but again, it was one of those places where you go in, you don't go up to the buffet anymore. You point at the food, and they brought it to you. But Wynn has since shut that down. So yeah, if there were some buffets open, we would probably go, but there's just that option does not exist right now.
Yeah, Alan says that South Point's the only one open right now. Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas rumors are that the buffets might not be coming back. I could very well see that.
I don't understand why. I mean, I thought the way that the Wynn did it was really awesome. I think all buffets should always be that way.
But
You know?
I think, I mean, I enjoyed that part of it, but I think people don't enjoy that part of it. Like
Really?
like buffet lovers go there to go up there and get their own food, fill their own plates, and without that experience, I don't think it's really worth it. I'd rather just go to a restaurant where the food hasn't been mass produced. I know it's being made to order. So it'll be interesting to see what happens once we reach herd immunization and see if everything comes back.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think we got everything. Well, you wanted to try the steakhouse.
Yeah, we might, and we're horrible at making dining plans, but
Yeah.
like notoriously bad about sticking to our food plans. But we might brave going to Circus to try out the steakhouse because word on the street is that that place is really, really good. So we might be going to check that out at some point.
We'll see.
Yeah, Alan says that Caesars reported huge losses even before the pandemic. I tell you what will be a shame as far as the buffets go. It would be a shame to see the Aria buffet go away because it was always really good. We always enjoyed it every time we went. And the Bacchanal. buffet at Caesars, just their selection was amazing. But to see those two go away, I think would be,
Yeah.
even though they were, especially Bacchanal was really expensive, but you got a lot of good food.
Al says he's waiting for Vegas until Vegas becomes normal again. Did you cancel your trip, Al? Because I know you were going.
No, he was going to, did you make it out to AC yet, Al?
No, I think that's in the spring. I think he's
Okay.
going. You're going to AC in the spring, and then
Alan says he would join us at Circus Circus. Natural Fit Nurse said steakhouse was super good.
all right.
I think we're sold. I think we'll be going.
We could do that. Oops, who's calling us?
Sorry, guys.
That's a telemarketer.
Catherine only has 15 phones nearby.
Oh,
so.
shush. Whatever.
So I think we're going to start wrapping things up here. So if you have any last minute questions to ask us, whether it's about our upcoming Vegas trip or whether it's about our marriage counseling video, go ahead and throw those out there.
And Dylan, if you're still here, if you're still with us. Oh, hey, Ed Forsman. Thanks for joining us. We're meeting at the Cosmo. I'm not exactly sure where exactly.
Could you check and make sure that Mike isn't muted on the chat? He thinks he might be muted.
Why?
Mike, if you're still there, and
What do you mean?
I don't know.
It says I
He
stay more at Caesar's
he
properties.
sent us a message on Instagram saying he thought he might be muted. Anyway, Mike, if you are, I'm not sure why, but we've seen your messages come through.
The last thing I see from you is I stay more at Caesar's properties because I think the rewards program is light years ahead of MLife rewards. And I was trying not to interrupt Chris because he was talking while I read that earlier. But we will have a conversation about that, Mike, because I disagree. And we'll talk. We'll talk on Instagram.
All right, let's get caught up on the chat here. Scroll
Yes.
back down,
Sorry.
please. Okay. Yeah, we've heard the same thing about Lago at Bellagio, Marianne. Mon Ami Gabi is really good. Always. We've never had the steak there, but we love their goat cheese appetizer. Ed, we are hopefully meeting Gambling Granny and a few others at the Cosmo.
I answered him.
Okay.
I told him I wasn't sure exactly where, but somewhere in the Cosmo. I don't know if Gambling Granny's in here still, but I think she wanted to pick a bar because we're meeting, Pennies for Vegas and Seeking Vegas Sunrise. So I guess just so that we can find each other, we'll probably start at a bar and then maybe do a poll, I guess, if everybody's into that kind of thing. We would love that, M&D. And Al. When are we going? Natural Fit Nurse. We're leaving on Thursday. So Thursday to Thursday.
4th through the 11th.
Yes, 4th through the 11th, we will be in Vegas. And Peter Sanders, what do you think about how much it costs to be in Vegas? Is it expensive or a good value for the money? Can you get good deals on food, hotel rooms, shows, or things to do? What's your opinion about that? I'm really cheap, so I think I'll answer it because I'm really a frugal person. I have loosened up over the years because Vegas is really special to me, and I don't really mind spending money there as I do anywhere else. I don't think it's that bad. I really don't. I mean, I think there are definitely deals to be had. And if we were on a budget, we could definitely stick to one because there are plenty of places for all budget levels. There are really inexpensive hotel rooms. We don't stay at them. We want to stay at the Cosmo and we'll stay at the Cosmo. But there was a time when we needed those. So, as far as food, yeah, like our first trip, our second trip, maybe even our third trip, we didn't go to a place that I didn't have a Groupon for. Like I was on Groupon, I was on Living Social, I was trying to get any kind of free things. We sat through a timeshare presentation to get free tickets to a show. Yes, Chris is shaking his head, never again. He will never ever let me do that again. But I was pinching pennies trying to get as much out of our trip as possible without spending any money. So it's definitely possible to do that if that's what you need to do. Even now, I don't really like to spend the money, but I guess it's all relative. If we really want to go somewhere, we'll go. And if we really want to eat a meal, we'll say, okay, I mean, we're not eating $100 and $200 and $300 meals every night like with some other channels do. We're just never going to be those people. It doesn't matter how much money we have. I don't think any food is really worth that. I think there are experiences that are worth that, but not necessarily the food. So when we spent a lot of money at Hell's Kitchen, like that was worth it to me because we got to experience something we really wanted to do.
And well, to be honest, like we usually don't eat 3 meals a day in Vegas. And when we do, they're usually pretty small and pretty quick because we're degenerate gamblers and it's too hard to tear ourselves away from the machines and stuff. So food is not as big of a deal as it used to be.
Yeah.
But pretty much on the food, we're really mainly looking more for unique places we haven't eaten before or just our absolute favorites that we can't do without when we go there. I mean, shows aren't an option right now, so that's not even figured into the budget. I think to go back to your original question, if you love Las Vegas, if you love going there just to be there, it's a really good value. If you are going there to it, and let's face it, you can spend a lot of money in Las Vegas. If that's how you're going to do it, it may not be the best value because it can be a really expensive place to be. It can be as cheap as you want it to be.
It really can be.
It can be as expensive as you want it to be. And I think that's one of the great things about it too, is that you can have a great experience no matter how much you choose to spend.
Yeah. I mean, there really is. There's a Vegas for everyone. I honestly believe that. I think everybody belongs there. Everybody fits in there. That's one of the things I love so much about it is that it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter, how old you are or how young you are or whatever. I mean, everybody has a place there. And I don't know. I think that's what makes Vegas so special for everyone because it's not cliquey. It's not any one type of person. It's everybody. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's the world is what it is. It's the world in one city. And I don't think you can have a better place than that.
Yeah. Great way to put it. And
Yeah.
I think just for that reason alone, it makes it a great value.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, there's so many free things to do and see. I mean, you can walk around from the time you wake up until the time you go to bed and never see the same thing twice. I mean, there's so much to see. If you're the type of person that can walk into a hotel and just appreciate, all of the intricate detail that went into every piece of everything that they put in there. I mean, it is really awe-inspiring. It really is. It's such an amazing place. I just can't believe it. I wish there were more places like that. I mean, if they could do Atlantic City like that, I would definitely spend more time there, but nothing compares to Vegas. Nothing. Right? Mm-hmm. I think that's a really good way to end the channel.
Yeah, I think we're not
the channel, just the live chat.
So I think we're going to say goodbye for now to everyone. Be sure to stay tuned. Remember, next Thursday, the 4th through the 11th, we are going to be in Vegas. So be on the lookout for our live streams while we're there. We're planning on going live at least every single morning. So hopefully you'll be able to join us, and we'll probably be going live a few more times than that. So be sure that you have your notifications turned on and set to all. Alan, we cannot wait to see you all either. So as always, with all that being said, be sure to like our videos. Be sure to subscribe if you just happen to stumble upon us tonight. And be sure, like we said, to turn on your notifications so that you know every time we release a new video. Those are the free ways to support the channel. If you're looking for other ways to support the channel, we have a few ways to do that too. You can become an official Midlife Rider.
Like Dylan.
Like Dylan Pritchard, our very first official Midlife Rider. You can do that at patreon.com/the Midlife Ride. You can also buy me or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/the Midlife Ride. And we also have a new lifestyle shop where you can get things like this hat and this t-shirt, among other things, which you can find at themidliferide.bigcartel.com. And all those links are listed in the description below of this video.
And now that he's done with that, I just want to say, no matter what you do, if you're watching our videos and you're on our live streams and you're communicating with us and you're engaging with our videos, really, that's so important. And we appreciate everything. I mean, none of it is small. I don't want to say anything, no matter how small, because nothing you do for us is small. So any way that you're supporting us is just as important. And we really, truly appreciate it. All of it.
Yeah, we appreciate all of it. Every single view.
Yes.
Absolutely. So everybody have a great rest of your weekend.
Yes.
Great rest of your night. And we will see you next week from Las Vegas.
Thanks for watching, guys.